Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm really excited about today's video because it's talking all about cozy mysteries that I'm excited for coming out this year. Now, 2021 obviously was not without its ups and downs, and I'm feeling hopeful for 2022, but even if it turns out to be something nobody expects, at least we've got our book releases to keep us company. Am I right? Now, don't get me wrong. As we all know, there are hundreds of books that are published every year. Even in the cozy mystery genre, there are dozens upon dozens. However, these are the top 5 cozy mysteries that I'm most excited about that I wanted to share with you all. That way I can put them on your radar if you hadn't heard of them before. And if you had heard of them before, at least we can kind of chat about them later on once we both read them so that we can compare notes and see if it lived up to the hype. So that said, let's go ahead and dive into the books. But before we do, as usual, I want to say if you have been lucky enough to receive ARCs or have read any of these books, let me know what you thought of them. And then if there are some books on this not on this list, if there are some books not on this list that are coming out this year that you've heard about, please feel free to drop those in the comments so that myself or other viewers can add them to our TBR. So without further ado, let's jump into the books. Okay, so just to make things easier, I will be talking about these books in the order of their release dates. And that said, the first book that I want to talk about is Homicide and Hollow Hollow. This is book 2 in the Tita Rosie's Kitchen mystery series, and it comes out February 8th. Now, I did read the first book and I enjoyed it. One of the things that I actually enjoyed the most about it was all of the food descriptions, which is what I am also expecting for book 2, especially since it's in the title. Hollow is a Philippine dessert treat, and so I'm expecting all kinds of delicious food descriptions from that. But as far as the mystery goes, it seems a little multi-layered, if I'm being honest. So based on book 1, where we left off is that our amateur sleuth is trying to help her aunt kind of build its name and reputation back up after it was slandered, and I don't want to get into the first book. But with book 2, she's kind of helping her aunt reestablish the restaurant, in addition to trying to get her own newly discovered or newly created cafe off the ground, and then of course trying to solve the mystery. Now, the mystery in this one is actually a trope that I am a fan of, which is when our main character has to team up with their nemesis or somebody that they don't like in order to either clear their name or to help solve a mystery. And that is exactly what we have in this one. Our amateur sleuth main character, she's teaming up with her high school nemesis because she was accused of murdering a beauty pageant contestant. Obviously she didn't do it, or did she? I'm just kidding. Anyway, and it's up to her to basically help clear her name. Okay, so this next book, I have to admit, I'm probably the most excited about, just because 1, it's a brand new cozy mystery series, and 2, it's a theme that is so interesting and one that I've never heard of before. The name of the book is called Under Lock and Skeleton Key, and it comes out March 15th. Now, listen to this. It centers around a home renovation company, but in addition to doing home renovations, they take it a step further by actually building like secret staircases or hidden bookshelves within your home, which is so cool. I'm sure if you enjoy cozy mysteries, you've probably as a kid always thought it was cool to like be able to have a bookcase where you trigger a book and it opens up a secret door. Well, basically this company specializes in that. And so our main character, she is taking over the business from her father, who owns this company, and while they are doing renovations, they basically find a dead body in the wall, which, I mean, who knows how long it's been there, because the wall was supposed to have been not disturbed for at least 100 years. So it's up to her to basically help solve this unsolvable crime. Okay, so we've got an assistant here. Let's see how long she can sit here and last. Like I said, this one sounds super interesting. There are a handful of home renovation cozy mysteries already out there, but like I said, this one is totally unlike those. And I think that that whole secret room aspect is so fun. This actually comes out on March 15th, so mark your calendars if it's interesting to you. Let's talk about the next book, which is called Big Shot. This is actually another first in a series, and the name of the series is A Big Murder Mystery Series. Again, I usually talk about these not so because of the actual mystery aspect, because let's be honest, there's always a murder when it comes to cozy mysteries, but rather the theme or the subject matters of the cozy mysteries. And this one is another interesting one for me because it takes place in a town called Nowhere, and Nowhere in, I want to say Idaho, but it's in the middle of nowhere, haha. But it's actually known for holding the most world's largest things, so like the largest shoe or the world's largest rubber band ball, all of that kind of random stuff. This place has 10 of them, which is the most amount ever for a single town. So what we've got here is a bodyguard whose career was basically ruined because of something that happened on the job. They return back to their hometown of Nowhere where a crime takes place, and they have to essentially clear their brother's name, who is accused of the crime, even though he's innocent. Now, as far as when this comes out, it comes out in the summer, May 31st, which that's perfect timing because the way that the book describes it, it seems like it would be a really fun like summer read or beach read, just because when I think of things like the world's largest or the world's biggest, all that kind of stuff, I think of road trips, and naturally road trips happen in the summertime. I don't know, that's just kind of the way my brain works. So regardless, if it's something that sounds interesting to you, mark your calendars as well. Okay, so this next book I'm excited about because it's just so cute. It's so cute, it's so whimsical, and let's be honest, we can all use a little or a lot of cute, whimsical things in our life, right? Right, Tuesday? Okay. So the name of the book is called Hint of Mischief, and it's the third book in the Fairy Garden series. I adore the series. The covers are always so beautiful. If I'm being honest, it's one of the cozy mysteries that I don't want to say like judge a book by its cover, but I definitely kind of auto buy them just because the covers are so beautiful. That's going to be the case for this one as well, if I'm being honest, regardless of if I were interested in the story, which I am. So it kind of works out as a win-win. But anyway, it comes out on June 28th, and basically the series spotlights a woman who specializes in building like fairy gardens, magical little gardens that are fun and whimsical, and she has a whole business around it. But in this instance, she's not going to be doing it for like kids parties or children. It's actually going to be leveled up because it's going to be a large party that's supposed to, I want to say it's a wedding, I believe, but regardless, there's going to be a famous superstar that attends, and so naturally the woman is like breaking out all the stops. She wants to make it big, over the top production, but said superstar ends up dying. So it's up to our amateur sleuth to find out what's going on, but I'm mostly excited because of all of the just the cheery fairy whimsy. You know, I really love magical cozy mysteries or ones that deal with like gardens, and obviously this one has both, so I'm super excited about it as well. Okay, you want to tell them about the last one? Yes? Okay, so the last one I'm also probably the most excited about, just because it's a cozy mysteries from one of my all-time favorite cozy mystery authors and one of my all-time favorite cozy mysteries, which is the Bake Shop Mystery series. And so we've got the next upcoming book in the series, which is called Do Not Disturb. Sorry, Donut Disturb. Gotta get the pun right. It also comes out June 28th. And oh my goodness, if you haven't heard me gush about Ellie Alexander's Bake Shop Mystery series, you must be new around here, in which case, welcome. But this one is basically going to center around a wedding. I love when there are weddings in cozy mysteries. This is not the first time there's been a wedding in the Bake Shop Mystery series, but it's going to be fun. Love is in the air. Naturally, at weddings, there's always lots of sweets and treats, which works well with the whole Bake Shop mystery series. I'm so excited to see what Jules, our main character, will be whipping up at Tort, her bake shop. To be honest, I don't care about the murder. Not to say that that won't be interesting, but I just love the characters and the town so much. Anytime I get a chance to visit with them, I'm super excited about. So I'm also excited for that release. Like I said, it comes out at the end of June. So if you've been following along with the Bake Shop series, be sure to mark your calendars for this one. And if you have been wanting to get into the series, now is the perfect time. I will say, yes, I will say I believe the first book is available on Kindle, either KU or for really inexpensive, but you can really just kind of jump in anywhere. And if you have a Scribd subscription, they do have the audiobooks available, and the audiobooks are so well narrated. So if you prefer to take your books in that way, feel free to catch up on the series that way. Okay, so there you have it. Me and my assistant just told you about 5 upcoming cozy mysteries that I'm super excited about. Like I said, if you have other ones that I didn't mention on this list, because obviously there are way more than 5 being published, let me know in the comments which ones you're the most excited about. And if you are excited about the ones that I have mentioned and you happen to read them, let me know. Shoot me a comment or a DM on Instagram so we can talk about it. I love chatting about books, right? Of course, she's looking at the dog. You're done, right? Tell people bye and happy reading. Okay, so if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. And in the meantime, happy reading, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!